Welcome back to Investing and Trading Live, sponsored by Online Trading Academy. My name is Josh Lilquist, and we are breaking down these financial markets here today. In the first segment, we talked a little bit about earnings seasons, Tesla, Netflix, great earnings, but not so stellar on the price chart on their stock price. In the second segment, talking about income setups as far as how to get in positions, how to get out of positions, but really how people are complacent and sometimes doing nothing in their finances. And then in the third segment, more of a wealth building strategy and how to take that strategy and not work smarter, not work harder, but working right. And we had a lot of people texting in for these investing classes and those picks we were talking about that's in that insiders kit. That's been a pretty hot topic here today. So if you missed seats for the investing class, just text the word investing to the number 210. You got to do that right now for 2 seats and the insiders kit. That'll help you get started right away. Text the word investing to the number 210 right now for 2 seats for that investing class. We do these classes during the week and on the weekends, so pretty much anybody can attend. When you do that, you're going to get a text right back. It's going to say, welcome to Investing and Trading Live. That way you know it's us. It's going to have a link in there. Click that link, and it's going to take you to the landing page so you can pick your own date for that investing class local here at our academy. A great state-of-the-art facility, and we have hands-on content and education to make smarter investing decisions. So in this last segment here, I want to do a little bit of stock analysis, especially for our YouTube viewers that are live on the show here today. And I just want to talk a little bit about what the market's doing lately, some of the opportunities we have moving forward, and then I want to try to inspire people to get started in these markets today. So just a couple things to note. Looking at the S&P 500, we are getting near all-time highs again, but depending on when you're listening to the show, roughly about 4 to 5% off the highs. Same thing with the Dow and the NASDAQ. Gold, kind of choppy, kind of sideways. It hasn't done a whole lot, but it's down a little bit on, especially the last couple months here. Same with silver. And then just some notable stocks. One I want to peek at here is Apple, roughly around the 194, 195 mark, and at and near all-time highs here for quite some time. That one, but also NVIDIA. One that a lot of people know about, they've heard, and at or near all-time highs. So we get these comments a lot and these questions as far as when should I get in the market? When should I get started? Is it too late for me? Are stocks near all-time highs and could they drop again? And it really the best time to get in the market is actually right now because they are great opportunities if this market continues to go up. An all-time high can continue to make all-time highs. Sure. But also all-time highs can show great shorting opportunities, which is a profit strategy for the down market. So that being said, it doesn't matter which way this market goes, so it's never too late to get in, but you got to get started today, and that's how you actually build wealth, is by extra time, being able to have the opportunity to build that wealth, and then compounding returns, and that's kind of that eighth wonder of the world, is you got to have strategies that are designed to do that. But I'll tell you what, Al, with the complacency we've been talking about in the second and the third segment, it will not happen unless you get started. And there's actually a great video that I was watching this morning about Steve Harvey. And he talks a little bit about to be able to do anything in life, to be able to increase your productivity or increase your finances or anything in the world, sometimes you have to jump because you're always going to have things that get in the way. You're always going to have bills to pay. You're always going to have that party to go to. You're always going to have this. But if you do not jump, you will never reach that goal that you do have. So that being said, Al, how are you inspiring people to jump, to take that step, to have a better financial future?
Well, one of the things that we do, Josh, in these workshops that you've been talking about, these 3 classes, we talk about what the potential is in the markets, how you can benefit not just in an up market but a down market. But you need to look at what the benefits are. Are there benefits there that you can take advantage of? And what we find is that the people that come in here that are in the market, may not be getting the kind of returns that they thought they were getting.
Sure.
And you mentioned that things are at all-time highs, and some people might be thinking, well, I better not get in because it's all-time highs. It's got to pull back. Well, it probably will some, but think about it. Apple is in the $190 range a share. At one point in time, it hit a new all-time high of $90. At one point in time, it hit a new all-time high of $100. No, it's 190. Well, what if 6 months from now, a year from now, it's 290, and you waited because you thought it couldn't go any higher than it has?
That's a great point because we're not just telling people to go and buy these stocks for no reason,
That's correct.
but there are times when to get in,
Yep.
but also times to when to get out because as you were mentioning, there was once an all-time high of $90. Just looking at a price chart, well, there was a all-time high at $90. There was a time where it got back down to $60. So there's opportunities no matter which way it goes. So don't just buy and hope it goes up. Have strategies for all directions.
Yeah, because the go-to for Wall Street for advisors is to tell you just to get in the market. Like Josh said, you need to get started, and that's what they'll tell you. It's not important what the price is right now. It's just getting in the market. Well, we totally disagree with that. It is important what the price is now, and because something has moved up, typically there's going to be some kind of a pullback, a little bit of a correction before it will continue its move back up again.
And here's an example on that too. People don't just go buy a house because you got to get into that house. You are watching the price of that house before you buy it.
Sure. No, absolutely. Price is important, and Wall Street disregards that when they tell you to get into something. Don't worry about the price you pay. Don't worry about it if it goes down in value, and don't take a profit. Just hold on because over time you'll have a profit.
Which
And
is contradictory to how anything we do in our life.
Well, if
we
you-
want to buy when it's cheap and sell when it's high.
Exactly.
Which is exactly how we want to do it in our investing and trading,
Yeah,
which
and-
contradicts that.
Sure. And in anything that you do, wouldn't you want to do what the professionals are doing, what the successful people are doing?
There you go.
And what they do is they don't just throw their money at something. They wait until it's the right time to do it. And for everything out there, whatever the asset is, whether it's a stock or an option contract or futures contract or Forex contract, there's going to be a good time to get into that position that gives you the lowest risk entry at this particular time with the highest profit potential and the highest probability of it working in your favor. You have to have those probabilities. You have to have the odds in your favor, and it has to be worth your effort as far as a profit is concerned. So
now, that being said, Al, we're not just saying this just because we have about 60 instructors or so here at the Academy, roughly.
right.
And talk a little bit about the people where this strategy comes from. It's not from people that are on YouTube. It actually comes from somewhere else.
Right. Well, think about that. The people that are on YouTube, you could very well be listening to somebody who might be living in their parents' basement or somebody who hasn't traded much or maybe just started trading. And anybody can do this, and if you're lucky enough, you can have some good returns.
Yeah.
You can have a terrible strategy and have good returns.
Talk about our instructors here at the Academy.
But that's what I'm getting at is that you want to follow somebody who has done this for a period of time, a long period of time, has proven that they are successful, has the experience not only of what works, but what doesn't work, so they can help you with that. We have instructors here who were floor traders on the Chicago Board of Options for over 20 years, on the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, trading futures, hedge fund managers, people that live this market that have the clout and have seen how the markets function over years. And no matter what's happening in the economy globally or here in this country, no matter what you see happening in the markets, there really is only one thing that you can count on long term, and that's price action. It's price action that is impacted by big players that have enough clout, enough money to move the market. Our instructors know how that works because they actually were people that did that.
Yeah, and that's pretty cool. You can't beat that experience. I mean, being able to rub elbows with somebody that was on the floors of the exchanges, that's kind of like if you want to be an athlete, you want to be around pro athletes. You want to be around other pros that have been doing that. If you want to be a golfer, you want to hang around other golfers and be around them because you're going to learn something, not just by them talking, but by seeing what they do.
Exactly.
And that's why we have these strategies here at the Academy as visual strategies for everyday people to be able to have the opportunity to learn. Us as adults learn that way. And we start that process in a free investing class. And that's why we're having so many people this summer coming to these classes, because they want to see what are the opportunities, what are the type of people that are educating our students, where do they come from, and what's their experience, and how do you as an individual start to make smart investing decisions. So last giveaway of the show, text the word investing for 2 seats for a investing class here at the Academy locally. Text investing to the number 210-210. So let me explain that again. Text the word investing to the number 210-210 right now for 2 seats for that class and the Insiders Kit that has some different things on to help you get started right away. Al, we've dropped some different techniques, some different concepts, setups in the market, OTA picks, how people are complacent. Let's hear today's OTA tip of the week.
Well, Josh, every person listening to this show has the ability to tap into their personal power and create the life that you really want. But it starts with a simple, very critical question, and that's, what do you want? What do you really want? What are you really after, and why? And do you have a clear picture of what it is that you desire? Believe me, it's not concentrating on how much you make, it's concentrating on why you do this. The more clear you are, by the way, about what you want, what your desire is, the easier it's going to be for you to make that vision a reality. You don't have to be perfect. It's better to do something imperfectly than to do nothing perfectly.
And that goes back to that video I was talking about with Steve Harvey. Once you know what you want, once you know what you want to accomplish, you've got to jump. Text investing to the number 210-210 for 2 seats for an investing class. As always, same time, same place next week. Until then, retire young, my friends.